Hi everybody, it's Blast Session. We are live from CoronaCon. So we actually got Corona when we were up here. We decided to drink it tonight, just in honor of the end of the weekend. It's been a long freaking weekend too. So first time catching our show. Most of the time, what we do is review books that come out every Wednesday, and we give them a blast. We give them a blast or stash, blast of the books we hate, stash of the ones we do like. But this is a special live event. Now, we were meant to go to Emerald City Comic Con, but as everybody knows, damn Corona has messed that all up.
Every time we say Corona, we're going to take a drink tonight. You do too. Please join in.
Yeah, please do. So we had the Airbnb set up, or I guess, I don't know if this is considered an Airbnb. Maybe it's Airbnb.
Yeah, it's definitely, there's missing a B here.
There's missing a B here. Joe's been sleeping right up here in his bunk bed. He pretty much has like a foot between him and the ceiling. This little tiny crawl space. I'm laying down below waiting for that bed to fall on me. So, but it's been not too bad. I mean, we had a flight, we had Airbnb, so we decided to go ahead and come and make the best of it. We had other stuff planned, and that fell through as well.
Pop
Because
Culture Museum shut down on us. Like, they shut everything. Like, almost everything's in town. Few people out there that refuse to do the panic. Mostly bars and restaurants. A lot of them are staying open. But it's pretty much ghost town around here. It's weird.
So yeah, we had a whole plan of other stuff we were going to do. Try to hit some antique stores, try to hit some comic book stores, and just make the best of what we could. So you got here what time on Thursday?
10 a.m.
Thursday? No, what? Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday. And I got here about 9:30 p.m. Then that first night, we decided we're going to go down and grab a beer or two down at it's either Capper or Caper Cali.
Capper Cali.
Capper Cali. So we went down there, and Joe and I closed the bar down. Joe probably closed more of the bar down than I did. Say the bartender was hella cool. His name is Greg. Down there, definitely if you're in Seattle area,
definitely check it out. Yeah,
go by there. He's playing some definitely Gen Xer, one of us, same age.
Pretty cool guy.
Playing some pretty good music, not bad music, good music.
Good music.
Shut the bar
down.
Corona. Oh shit. So playing some good music. Locked the bar down. You're hella cool. Started. Who had dips on the top bunk? That was Joey, because my big ass is not getting up there.
Thunderlust, folks. Always on top. Thunderlust.
So close the bar down. Also, we start bringing the Evan Williams out. Started pouring shots for people. I was like, oh crap, here we go. So we were down there until 2:30 in the morning, something like that.
Sure.
Wednesday night.
I had no idea.
Making it home. And then we went to the next morning. We're going to get up at 6:30, but that did not happen.
I don't wake up at 6:30.
Yeah, so I think we woke up at 8:30.
Yeah,
8. And then we hit little bicycle repair shop / breakfast place. This is a full-on mechanic for mountain bikes or bicycles, as well as a place to get your omelet and eggs.
Just bacon sandwiches over the welder.
Yeah.
Corona.
So, no, yeah. Damn it. Then we tried to hit. That first day we were on foot, though. We were trying to figure out what we were doing.
We did see a lot of cool things, but we did a lot of that, hey, let's do this, and find out that it was on the other side of town where we just came from. So all day long, it was just that.
Yeah.
Back and forth. Oh, man, it was rough. Pike's Place, though, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we went to Pike Place Market. Although there are a few stores down there we wanted to go to were closed due to Corona. So, are there 2 live streams going right now? Double S, let me know what's going on. Are you on Joe's? You on Blast and Stash? I have no freaking clue what's going on right now.
Yeah, we're trying to do a simulcast. So I only want to do one video. I'm lazy.
We went to Golden Age Collectibles. Although they didn't have much Golden Age.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. It's kind of like grilled cheese sandwich. You thought the recipe was in the title. Not so much for this place.
No,
it was kind of weird.
Not really. I only bought one thing that was for my wife. You buy anything from there?
Yes, I did. I bought 2 new comic books.
That's right.
So I had something to read on the flight back.
If we didn't get enough to read on the flight back.
A lot of my back issue stuff I've already read. I'm just collecting.
Okay.
I know that's it. I'm sorry. professionals. Okay. So yeah, so here's this great unboxing. I got Johnny.
No, we didn't get that. We got that. This is different place.
I picked up Decorum and some local artist guy. It's in the pile.
Yeah, a conspiracy newsletter thing that came with it, remember?
Yeah, that was crazy. I'll try to find it while you tell everybody how funny it is. You want to auction this off?
Yeah, we could auction that. How
many of you right now? First one, PayPal.
Or if you don't want to buy, you can go to our Patreon and join our Patreon there and maybe earn a roll of toilet paper to fight Corona.
Fights the Coronas. Oh, Corona. You said Corona.
I said Corona. I'm on Joe's live stream, yours as well. Huey.
Yeah. Okay, so we got them both going. Cool.
Okay.
That's what we wanted. That's the magic tonight.
That's what we're trying to do. So there was a whole bunch of other stores. Have you ever been to Pike Place Market? It's like a glorified flea market, except for the vendors are far more permanent. Cool fish market. But we were talking to some other locals. A friend of my coworker of mine actually came up. He was saying usually Pike Place Market's pretty packed, and we were able to get through there pretty dang easy and quick. So after Pike Place, we went to a couple antique stores.
Yep.
And then we went clear. What street did we go to? I can't remember. We went over to where I got a couple things. Well, we had a couple weird comic book stores too.
So I picked up. There's a local comic book guy. He had like this little grab bag full of stuff. This is not age appropriate by no means whatsoever. And I picked up Decorum because I wasn't able to get it in time for my weekly haul. So that was really cool to get those. And now that I know I have these, I need to set these off to the side so I can make sure they go into my carry-on.
So we hit a couple antique stores. At first, it was kind of a bust, really. We didn't find much of anything. The comic stores we hit weren't paying off very well. We did go to the other side of town. We did go to
Push and Pull.
We went to Grumpy Man's Comics.
Grumpy Man's Comics.
Grumpy old man's comics.
I don't think I grabbed anything from there.
You did.
What did I grab?
You grabbed the Batman Dark Knight.
Oh yeah.
And one other book. Remember the thing of this guy was he had some great. He had a lot of stuff, but he was very much on the money, if not a little high on a lot of stuff. I found some books that were modern books that I thought were going to be cover price. Like, oh, wait a minute, those will not be cover price, or they may not be cover price. And I had first Immortal Hulk, first I forgot Wilson Fisk's daughter, and the first Meet the Skrulls. And as soon as I said that, I just put it down and didn't bother getting anything. But Joe did pick up those two books,
Guardians of the Galaxy #1 and Legend of Dark Knight.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool. Picked those two up. Did I pick this up there too?
No.
What about that one?
How do I know where you pick stuff up? That's just sad.
I did pick this up here. Also, I picked up Star Wars #16. The guy that's the new bounty hunter in the new line. This is his first appearance, so I went ahead and picked that up since I saw it. So I was like, yeah, why not? I did pick that up.
Then we did go to one antique mall. We tried to look up antique malls and comic books. I picked up a couple. That was my first pickup of the day. Before I talk about my other pickups, which are a few that I got that first day, I want to give thanks to Joe. As soon as I came in the door Wednesday night, he gave me this graded copy of Iron Fist #1. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that just sketch gave the auto variant, as well as House of Mystery Elvira #1 too. So shout out for that. But my first two books, we walked around. Joe went to the Zoltar machine, got his reading, but it didn't spit it out, so it must have been bad luck, I guess. I don't know. We had the lady come over, and the lady, I'll give you a reading. So she opened it up and gave him his ticket out of there. To me, this didn't have the same feel actually getting, but the same thing. Emerald City Comic Con was canceled or postponed till August. Sorry, not canceled.
Yeah.
But they did. I asked if they had any comics. Like, right here. It was right in front of me. I didn't even see them. One short box, not a whole lot in there. I picked up two books. I got Defenders #48 and Defenders 101. Those are the only two that I picked up there. You picked up a few there.
Yeah, I picked up Deadpool #10 because I like the homage cover there. I thought that was pretty cool. I picked that up. I picked up. I want to say I picked up Cloak and Dagger there, #1 as well, and I picked up. Yes, I picked up Magic. Magic herself. I picked up issues 1 and 4. 1 being her solo appearance, and then 4 being where she turned into the Dark Child. So I picked those up there. That was really cool spiel for me. Oh, and I picked up a Turtles there. If I didn't, it doesn't matter. You guys don't know. So yeah, I picked up this Turtles #1 there too, just in case something happens in the movie that becomes more prevalent here than the actual run.
We did go to another little independent shop that popped up on Google. Called Push Pull.
Oh, I love Push Pull. You want to talk about a place when you walk into it, you know immediately you don't belong there? It was awesome.
It was there. I walk in looking like a grandpa, and they're like, "What in the hell are you doing here?"
You're doing boomer.
Boomer. But Joe did pick up a few books. I picked up a couple books, skimmed through it, and I'm like, "Oh, that's far too much penis for me."
And so then he saw me the next morning. Corona.
Yeah. Okay. You picked up a few books, though, some indie books.
I did. I picked up Outfoxed. This seems kind of cool. Stealing Goal and male toxicity or whatever the hell they're saying these days. Muscle Cords, kind of a spoof off of Hubert and Wrestling. I don't know. And Scared by the Bell. Honestly, Scared by the Bell is probably the more interesting of them. It has the better artwork. But again, I'll support local out there. Plus, it gives me something to blast or stash next Wednesday. Take a guess where that's going.
Yeah. Yeah. We kind of wandered around that area of town a little bit longer. We did have lunch at the Boar's Nest, which is like a pulled pork, barbecue place. It wasn't too bad.
It's good for Washington barbecue. No offense, Washington.
And then we passed a couple of little bookstores. One other small bookstore, I forgot the name of it, a little tiny thing. Went in there, asked if we had any comics. He said some trades, and he had a little tiny box with about 40 single issues in it. And I found this, and I got it for a cover price, and that's Manifest Destiny #1. This is running anywhere $10 to $15. So that was like my find for the day. It wasn't anything major, but my find for the day. After that, we went back to Pike Place to find that Magic store was open.
Yeah, it was. There was like an old school Magic shop there with the old posters and stuff. I put up pictures on it on Instagram, and that really kind of bummed me out a little bit. So I like those kind of places. I tend to drop a lot of money in there, sometimes more than I would in a comic book shop. But, nope.
We went to the other Magic store, with the guy was like really overly pushy about trying to get us to buy something. Look at this, this is cool.
That was a toy store. Yeah, they was like, oh my god, he's just some guy trying to get us to buy a toy.
He reminded me of that old woman from Labyrinth. Come buy this.
Yeah,
You'll love this.
This is not junk.
That's what that guy reminded me of a little bit. Then we went and stopped, had a beer at.
Well, we had a couple beers before then.
Well, you did.
I pretty much stopped.
Yeah. I found out one thing about Joe. He's kind of like that. We talked about Goon last week about that dock worker. If he's not sauced up, he's not a nice guy. You got to keep Joe sauced up in order to keep
Corona.
So we went to Pioneer Square Saloon. Had a beer there.
Yeah.
And we asked that guy, "Hey, where's a good place to get like surf and turf, some good food?"
We're still on our first day. No, that was our second day.
That was the first day.
That was still our first day.
Yeah. So he told us about this place called the Met. So Joe and I said, "Okay, let's go to the Met." Talk about a freaking expensive dinner.
It was delicious. Don't listen to him. Look, it wasn't a Big Mac, right? It was a steak, and somebody was nice enough to put a piece of cloth in your lap. Like, it was good.
Now, I'm not saying it wasn't good. I was a little taken back by the price.
All right, so let's just take a poll right now. Comment down below if you're watching this on the record, watching it live. Let us know in the chat. All right, I spent on my meal alone, which was a pound of crab legs, 2 sides, and I had 3 beers at a 5-star restaurant, and I spent $116. Is that a lot at a 5-star restaurant?
My bill was, I think, around $55. I think, right around there. So Then we decided, you know what? We should just get a freaking car because we spent so much on Uber. We've ridden the public transportation here, which was okay. I mean, okay for a big city, but
yeah, but they got Corona here.
We have to get some more beer. We decided to try to add another defense in there by getting a rental car. So we decided to do that, and that opened up a lot more opportunities to go a lot of other places.
And boy, did we!
Brandon says crab legs are a lot, though anywhere you go, unless it's all you can eat at a strip club. Wow, we didn't know one was we did not hit.
Yeah, Mr. Boohoo here doesn't want to go check out a strip club.
I don't do those things.
I even offered him one of the ones with the dudes dancing. He still said no.
No.
Weird.
No. So then we get the rental car on the second day. We got that first full day we got the rental car at the end of the day.
Yeah, because right after the Met, we walked uphill like 100 miles.
Yeah.
To get the
we crossed right by the convention center and everything else. We got and then that night we went to the casino that night.
Yes, we went to the small casino.
Yeah, you played
we went to the one comic book shop that was out there.
Yeah, Arcane Comics.
Arcane Comics. Didn't pick up anything. It was about they're right there at the pricing and everything. So we just like, nah.
Yeah.
So we went in and I played Spanish 21. Dropped $200 in it. It was a done deal.
Yeah, you dropped more than 20.
I said 200.
Oh, 200. Okay. Because that was a
Corona.
Oh shit. that was that Spanish 21, Spanish blackjack you played.
Yeah, which I just ended up playing it like blackjack, so I wasn't thinking.
And then you also did the pull tab game with the Batman.
Yeah,
actually won
pull tabbies. Y'all know the little pull tabby things where you get the picture and you win or not. Those were
fun. So after that, we came back to Capercaillie.
We tried to do a live.
We tried to do a live
show there.
And I guess the audio was just miserable, so we decided just to go to delete it and run a longer video tonight. After we closed the bar down again, got back up here about 1 o'clock. I think right around there. Went to bed. Then got up Friday morning and went to Tacoma. So we were all over Washington. Tacoma to Everett, Seattle, everywhere.
Yeah, we spent most of the day, the second day in Tacoma.
In Tacoma area, because we ended up going down there for, what was the main reason we went down there for?
Comic book shops.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I thought we were something else. We did go to, what's that name of that place? That was one of the first big one. He's like, oh, good, we finally found a place we can get some books. And that was
Ancient Comics.
Ancient Comics.
That cat is cool as all get out. Like, he'll work with you. And he did work with me. Oh, my Lord. Was it this called?
You got somebody comment on. You got Annabelle Sanders comment on your video over there.
Oh, what do we got going on over here? We got the stream, but G. Everyone.
That means got to go.
Yeah, I got that. My room just finally gone to sleep. Hey, not a problem there, Annabelle. Don't worry, you can always catch me on the rewind. We're going to run through some comic books and see what I got. All right. And these are the ones I got. Yeah, because the sticker price was half. So
yeah,
that's what I really liked about this place. He was like, today's everything's half off. So, if I kept everything within that $3 to $5 range, right, I could get, so much. Double S says, hell yeah, over $100 for dinner. Huey was smart and saved $50. I knew that about you. All right, Corona, just Corona. Hey, if you're sitting at home, feel free to join us in the Corona game.
Yeah. No, you.
You gonna be okay, bud?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and just run down what I got. So all my books, I may not remember all the exact keys, but they're all some sort of key in some sort of way. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah.
Every one of them, I'm looking up. I'm like, first appearance of this character nobody cares about.
Yeah.
All right. So we got Captain America number 324. So I love that cover right there. That's just a kick-ass cover to begin with. Captain America number 335. Again, these are all first appearances or first times or
first times.
Yeah, first times. This is Captain America number 337. This one's unique because this is the first time that Steve Rogers puts on the U.S. agent costume. So that one I do remember. Let's see here. Captain America number 352. That was a cool one. Let's see what else. Captain America number 362. This is another first appearance, but I can't remember.
That's Crossbones.
Crossbones. That's the first appearance of Crossbones. That's right. It was right on the tip of my tongue. Let's see here. Oh, this is a controversial issue. This is Captain America number 375 using drug use.
Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, speaking of drug use, have you been to Seattle?
Talking about drug use.
Just gonna leave that one alone. you fill in the blanks on that one. All right, so moving into Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four number 353. It's a cool cover. Fantastic Four number 354. This is the first appearance of Casey. There's been some speculation about this particular book right here with the new Loki show coming out, so I'm super stoked to get that. Fantastic Four number, what did I say? 269. Fantastic Four number 278. This is another one. It's pretty cool. All right, so, good old Uncle JoJo there. You know how I feel about my G.I. Joe comic book, so let's run down this line. G.I. Joe number 24. G.I. Joe number 41st official appearance of Zartan. That's all I found there. That was surprising. But don't worry, I made it up later. Let's see here. Thor number 306. Origin of Firelord. Let's see here. Mighty Thor number 365. This is the first appearance of the Frog of Thunder, where he got turned into a frog. That whole thing. It's a great storyline. Let's see here. Web of Spider-Man number 15. First appearance of Chance. One of my favorite Spider-Man villains because he's a chronic gambler. And we're going to talk about that some more later.
We're talking about gambling later. This little trick's going to gamble.
Incredible Hulk number 364. Another Mighty Thor 184. This is a cool book here. This is probably, is that Infinity? No, this is. Thor number 209. Then I got Avenger number, and I went and got 282 to finish off that storyline. Let's see here. Avengers number 292. Avengers 316. This is the first time that Spider-Man was offered a position in the Avengers, and he accepted. Not to find out that 5 issues later he gets thrown out of it because he's number 318. I think this is my only mix-up. I thought this was something, and then when I went to look it up, it was a dud. But I don't know. I'll look back. I may be wrong. It's for some reason it sticks out of my head. Avengers 334. And last but not least from that place, Avengers 350. Again, most of these are first minor characters, appearances, and stuff like that. I'll go home and kind of break them all out and tell you the big ones later.
Yeah, so with that place too, he actually had quarter bins, which was freaking awesome for me because I love my quarter books. I'm not going to go through every single book that I got here. I'll go through the books that I paid a bit more for. I didn't want to record it. Just to throw that out there.
I came with a bag of board.
Yeah, a lot of Avengers, upper 200s into early 300s. I did get Beavis and Butthead number 1. Yeah, I got Beavis and Butthead number 1. Some Who's Who and other stuff like that. So I'm not going to dive too deep into those right now. Now these are the books I did pick up here. Double S had never been to Seattle. I know Seattle was birthplace of grunge. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Batman and Robin, Volume 1.
Still grungy.
So I got some of that. That's number 25. I think I only need a couple more to finish up my that run. 24 or 20. That's 25. 21. And these are like Joe said. These were half off of what he had marked. He had a VIP room too upstairs. A lot of great freaking key books. He had a 9.0 first Ghost Rider. A lot of other sweet stuff up there. That's 18. 17. Number 3. And some other Batman issues. I hate this cover, but I had to get it to fill the run. 582. 476. This and 475. This is the first appearance of Montoya as the Question. So I picked up that one. These were, I already have this book, but I figured I'd pick it up 450. It says running about $15. And this X-Men 194.
If you really want to know this, $50, it could be your toilet paper.
Yeah. And I picked up this. This was kind of, he had a wall, it was a wall book. He had it up in there, but he told me to give me half off for it. And the reason I got it is because it's Dave Stevens. And that is Orbit. I don't know, it's a magazine. Science fiction, graphic science fiction #1. That's a Dave Stevens cover. I picked up that one too. So, but actually, I got a whole bunch of other quarter books, but I'm not going to bore with that. So after Ancient Comics, we went to a couple other thrift stores in the area. We also went to that Treasure. Oh, the toilet paper. We went to the retro place.
Yeah, the nostalgic retro place.
Yeah,
Not much on the comic. Well, I mean, they had some comic books, but nothing really.
No.
Like everything antique wise, I don't know what it is. Where I'm from, like antique stores, thrift stores, something like those are easy, minor key stuff. Better at the comic book shops than we were any like natural honey hole for comic books. It was weird.
One place we did forget about. We went in. That was when we were walking still with one place, a huge place that smelled freaking wet, and then $5 an issue for crap books.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Had great antique furniture in there. You know, if you got a few $1,000s to spend on a love seat, but yeah, it was what it was. Sweetie Rudy says, "Oh wait, there's 2 cameras and 2 live streams. Crazy, I know."
Yeah, I'm not sure if Joe's on our channel or if he's on his channel. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you know, Double S says he's watching us both.
Oh, okay.
We've got 2 channels up.
Okay. So then after that, we hit place, which was kind of cool. A lot of 80s toys. You know, I think that was another theme. It was hitting some of the retro, looking at 80s toy stuff we grew up with, and a lot of fun doing that too. Didn't buy a whole lot. I did buy. I think I bought these here, some garbage.
Yeah, you bought Garbage Pail Kids.
I bought some Garbage Pail Kids.
No, you bought that at the place, and
I have 2 sets of Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay, then you bought them both, yeah.
Yeah. So I bought these. This is Series 10. Like this is umbilical. You know, I love Garbage Pail Kids. Kind of gross. But definitely the gum is not still any good. It came out in 1987. I tried it the other night and it was definitely not good. So I don't recommend eating the gum out of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Yeah.
I don't think I would have eaten it back then either.
Yeah,
it was pretty bad. I found some girls worth spending, but I didn't spend them. Then after that, we hit the other little bookstore. When there, he had tons of books, and he had dollar boxes too.
Yeah, that's where I picked stuff up.
No, no, you picked that one up at the Diversity Comics place.
Yeah, isn't that what you're talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about the books, the used bookstore.
Oh, the used bookstore.
That's where you found. That's where you got that book.
Yeah, I didn't pick up much there.
No.
This. I picked up that there and this.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, and you found me that in there, didn't you? Well, if not, let's just tell me you did.
Yeah.
I don't know where I got it.
You got information.
So my wife likes Scotty Young. I hope she likes this cover there. It's right up her alley, being kind of gimmicky and kind of funny. So he found that one for me. Captain America #1, the famous Hail Hydra issue at the end, where he says Hail Hydra at the end, right? Worst thing that ever happened in comics. Might as well go ahead and keep it. Let's see here. Superman #75. This is the first appearance of a serial killer that only kills Kryptonians. Thought that was interesting. I went ahead and grabbed it. Let's see here. All-Star Squadron #23. And of course, the worst comic book of them all. X-Men #1 with this crazy wraparound cover. You see that in almost every dollar bin out there. So yeah, I picked just those few things up then. I think at that point I was starting to get a little, I'm getting tired.
I picked up Mask #1 and #2. I thought that was kind of cool. Some All-Star Squadron. number 28. And I didn't see you got that other as far as squadron. I wonder about that one too.
I'll sell it to you.
15.
Got $3.
And 27. I also picked up this stuff. I never have read it. I think this is part of when Jim Shooter took over as the head editor for Marvel, and he wanted to create that new kind of feel for Marvel, this new universe stuff. So I got Starbrand 1 and 2, Justice 1 and 2, Kickers Inc., Thor 202. It's kind of beat up, but for $1, I'll buy it. That's the Mask, Wolfpack number 1. And I thought there was some other stuff that I picked up there, but maybe not.
There's so much stuff we picked up.
Yeah.
Keep track of it.
Yeah,
We'll just lie to you and ask your forgiveness at the end of the show.
Yeah, you don't know where we got it.
But this is weird.
Then after that, thought we hit another store after that and got some other.
If we did, I didn't pick anything up. So here's how my breakdown went. First Demon Druid, first Infinity, first Madman, first Chance, first Thunder for Rockers, Artan, Firefly, Shipwreck, Barbecue, Origin of Doctor Doom, controversial racial issue, to Terminates, first appearance of Casey the Conductor, and I kind of said everything else. First appearance of Heavy Metal Team, and then, oh, I did write down the name of this place. What's the name of this place? Page Turner Books.
Yeah, that's Page Turner Books. Yeah.
Americas and all that. We just that was a little bit of a whiner, but it was kind of like bad weather because it's Seattle, Washington. So he just kind of seemed kind of down a little bit.
Yeah, and they said a lot of us we talked to, we said, hey, we were here for the con, it got canceled, and they're like, yeah, we hear that a lot.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people.
Thank you for being so nice.
Yeah, thank you for supporting us during this Corona.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. What's going on, buddy? We got 2 casts going on right now, so if it looks kind of weird, we got Blessed Session plus mine on right now. So feel free to jump on anyone. You're winning either way.
Those are bad, man.
All right, so we hit up all those. That was all in Bartel.
Bartel. Yeah.
Okay. And that was still the second day.
Was it?
No, that was the first day.
No.
Yeah.
Bartel was the first day. And then we also hit a couple other places there. We hit the other retro place.
Yeah.
That guy was kind of weird.
Yeah, that guy was crazy.
Yeah. Trickies. Yeah.
Corona.
God dang it. Second Street Marvel's in here too. He's on your channel.
Let's go.
So I picked up a few things there, not a whole lot. I gave this book away. It's just a trade. It's The Death in the Family, Batman. I picked it up. It was $3, so I thought I'd get it just to have it again in my collection.
Mm-hmm.
So that's cool. I picked up something for my daughter and some more garbage book kids. I haven't opened them yet. This was the what's
Fifth series.
Fifth series, yeah. So I got a couple of the 5th series. I haven't opened them yet. So the gun's even older. This is 86. So I'm not going to eat this gum either. So I just haven't opened them up yet.
Just to let you know, we have a buy it now price for 2 grails, $50 a piece. By all means, place your bids.
What's his channel? My channel is the Blast or Stash It channel.
Yeah, he knows that. He probably thinks he's on Blast or Stash It. Yeah, Blast or Stash It channel.
Yeah. After that,
show I do.
we hit the other comic book store, the one with the Diversity Comics. Remember?
Yeah, that's where I got this stuff.
Yeah.
So this was pretty cool.
You didn't get that.
Yeah, you got that. We'll talk about that at the end. So I didn't really see much in there. I was liking, but to be honest, at that point, I was getting kind of tired. The shoulders were starting to hurt, hips, back. I'm an old man. It happens. I'm just there, but I'm being polite, and I'm still kind of digging through things and, whatever. So I was like, okay, well, I'll support some local things going on. He recommended a book to me called Plastic. I never heard of this book before, and he was telling me how kind of weird it was. And sure enough, they had a copy of it in there. So I'll give this a read. Why not? It sounds right up my lane. And then there was I picked this up just for the name alone, Johnny Scotch. I'm like, yeah, I need to get me some Johnny Scotch. So I picked these because I got a very long plane ride. So those are over here to read on the plane.
Yeah, I picked up the Johnny Scott shoe to support local creators. I definitely like doing that. Mine's signed. I don't know. Joe's like, ooh, you got a signed one. A signed one. Ooh. Doesn't that guy look like Patrick Swayze in front? Doesn't he look like Patrick Swayze?
It's like Hawkeye from the comic book.
Nah, he looks like Patrick Swayze. He looks like a little Dirty Dancing with that redhead. I picked up a few other books. I picked up this because I love the movie. Thought it was hilarious. Fort Fairlane, #1. This is probably this junk book, but I thought, oh, what the hell, dude? It was a buck. I picked up some other Defenders. I have, let's see here, 92,
That's a good book.
99, 79, and 86. Now,
I love the 86 cover. It's literally the whole 86ing people. It's awesome.
Double S was talking about Grails. The guy had a Defenders #1, not the giant side Defenders, but Defenders #1. He had $60 on it. I was so close to offering, hey, I'll give you 50, including these, but I didn't do it. Only reason because Joe made me go get a $50 steak the night before, and I didn't have the money to spend on. So after that place, we ended up getting a hold of a coworker of mine. He's actually up, and we went and met him at Camp Bar, which was kind of cool. It was
a dive bar. It's a cool dive bar. They set up the inside to make it look like a cabin, and they got camping chairs to sit down on. It's really comfortable. Everybody's really nice, and they had great beer in there, like just great beer. So I recommend bar. Awesome.
I almost went into bouncer mode. I used to be a bouncer at a bar, and I saw one guy getting really loud and really handsy with another woman in there. But I didn't feel like getting into a fight and get thrown in jail in Tacoma, Washington.
And I had to remind him, sometimes you just need to get your property in order.
Yeah, and so so I just went to the bartender and said, hey, keep an eye on this. It was funny though. My coworkers made a very good point. If it's all about camping, their bouncer should be dressed up like a park ranger. I think that would be really cool. So that was a cool idea, Tim. So after I didn't have any beer there. I just had some chicken strips.
The fact that he started, DDing just pretty much meant I could do whatever the fuck I wanted at that point.
So then after that, we went over to a place called Dorkleys, which was freaking awesome, and it makes me it wants to inspire me to open my own place, because where I'm from, we don't have anything like that. And that would be so freaking awesome.
I'm going to edit up a video on my channel where we do a walk around and he's playing video games and we're just having fun in there. I'm going to edit that up maybe this week. I don't know. I'm tired, man. Y'all got to give me credit.
So what's cool about that place is before 9 o'clock, it's all ages. After 9 o'clock, they kick everybody out that's under 21. I'm not sure. I'm sure they serve beer all the time. Maybe.
Yeah, they said they serve beer on whenever they're open. They serve.
But as soon as at 9 o'clock hits, all the people under 21 are out. They drop the lights. They put on smoke. They put on loud freaking music. And it's like a dance club meets arcade, classic arcade.
Yeah, it was like a rave in that Joker. It was crazy. It was like, while you playing pinball.
Yeah,
it was awesome.
Although, man, some pinball machines were 75 cents. I was like, damn, what the hell, dude? That's jumped up. It's been a while since I played pinball. It used to
be a quarter. It didn't jump up as much as a comic book has these days.
No, that's true. They had a really cool Star Wars pod game that almost got me sick.
Have you ever been in the game? It's like, I know they make it for Top Gun, but they also make it for Star Wars. You kind of sit inside of it, and it's like a screen all the way around, and you're flying around. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, it was that. It was so much fun. I had a great time with it.
But yeah, a lot of classic 80s games and 90s games. Definitely a cool place. And then we parked, I don't know, a block and a half away. But Joe's a little intoxicated. He's like, hey, let's rent these scooters. I got the app. So we rented little scooters and we rode the scooters around down to our car.
I tried to get him to joust with you, but he wouldn't do
it. You ever played Mario Kart?
Yes.
You know how Donkey Kong tends to go a little slower at first?
Yeah.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me. Until I got to speed, then you're screwed.
Yeah.
We rode those down to the car. It was cold. It's been cold as hell here. It's been cold. Yeah, like freezing.
Right now in Virginia, my wife was laughing at me because I think like today and yesterday it was like a high of 75, and at night it's like 60, so it's perfect right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, just freezing over here.
After that, we hit one of the bigger casinos in Tacoma.
Yes, we hit the Emerald City Casino. No,
Something like that.
Emerald Queen Casino.
Yeah. Okay.
That's it. It's a Native American tribal casino, so they have the slot machines in there. They got table games. The thing is huge. We were walking around trying to pick different games to play. Didn't lost another $200, but still great time. It's not the point to go to a casino to win. It's just to be immersed into it. And we got our man gambling.
Yeah.
I think one of his first games was Yeti Betty or something.
No.
I put it on Instagram.
It was Betty the Yeti.
Betting the Yeti. It was awesome.
And it wasn't my first game. That was we just walked through time. It was I thought.
There was like 3 rooms, but there are casinos that they're opening next door. I got to come back and check. That building is just beautiful, and they got a hotel casino right there. And I'm not beyond a little throwing some dice, rolling some cards. I'm cool with that. So I don't know. I may have to come back out here and check that out.
It wasn't too bad. I didn't like losing money. That's my big thing.
Yeah, you're paying for an experience.
Yeah.
That's how you look at it.
Yeah. So Joe was smoking in a non-smoking section of the casino.
Yeah. So like usually, and I'm not trying to be weird or anything, but normally in a Native American casino, you pretty much smoke anywhere in the place, right? Because it's tribal land, you can do what you want. So, and I saw somebody when we walked through one part that was like, "Oh, you can smoke here, right?" So I light up a cigarette, and then I'm looking around, and I'm like, "Where's the ashtrays?" And then I started like nobody else. So I took the cigarette in between my hand like this. And I walked up to somebody and I was like, yeah, where can I go to smoke? And they're like, oh, yeah, over there. So I'm like, oh, okay. 3 feet over there. It was great.
I think we were in that casino about an hour and a half. Right in there.
Yeah, right in. Hey, you're the mighty LJ just jumped in here. We just ratted you out. Your husband's a chronic gambler now.
Yeah.
You may need to send him to a meeting.
Yeah. So we did that. We got back here again about 2 o'clock in the morning, I would say, right? 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that was the time we didn't go down the road. We came straight here.
Yeah. We didn't go to Dr. Copper.
We were done. It was 2 something in the morning. Oh, we were tired. And we were getting a little grumpy because we couldn't find a parking space.
Oh.
And you know how you're with somebody just long enough where you start getting a little grumpy, but you don't want to be rude to them, but you want to let them know that you're done? Yeah, he's good at that.
Mighty LJ would probably say the same thing. Mango Bed said, "Hey guys, how's the dorm life?" It's not so bad when Joe stays still on the top bunk,
which just doesn't happen.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. I just can't wait to I just go to sleep. Though, please, wake up in the morning.
I think it's pretty sturdy.
Yeah, bullshit.
Barely moves.
Yeah, that's because my weight's on it right now, and no weight up there. So then this morning,
Corona.
You're out of Corona.
Yeah, you're right. It's right over there.
Okay, so where else did we go? We went to where? We met my coworker again.
All right, so yeah, we woke up in the morning and we shot straight out to the Funko headquarters place. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not a huge Funko collector person. It's not really my thing. However, my lovely wife, she likes them, so I have to pick her up some, right? Plus, we got a friend. I might have got him something too, so I'm not showing what I picked up on the show. I will say I picked up 2 Freddy Funko exclusives for my wife, so hopefully she enjoys those. And I picked something up for a friend, so that's a good time. But I'll be honest with you, the place for basically a glorified bobblehead store, it is freaking cool in there. That they got large pops in there you can take pictures with. Apparently, some days you make your own pops. Like there's a
because of Corona, we couldn't.
Corona. So yeah, it was. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I took the pictures, and well, you took the pictures. I did the poses. So that was really fun. It was. And I'll be honest, they did a good job with the building, putting Funko huge pops outside. It was really cool.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about it as we were leaving. How that place has probably revitalized that town quite a bit. Bring a lot of people there. We did try to go to a couple other antique stores in that area. We didn't find anything. But we're about an hour and a half in Funko.
We went to that next con.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we went to antique show, and then that guy recommended, hey, there's another comic store. We ended up going there,
Right,
hanging out there for
the Funko Pop store.
Yeah. We were there for about an hour there, hour and a half. Yeah. Another really cool guy, was hanging out, chit-chatting, talking about comics. I'm always looking for Dave Stevens stuff. We started chit-chatting about that. Yeah, Joe. Oh,
I'm getting out like a bandit at that point.
Yeah, I want to kick him in the ass for the one book he got. But that was Emerald Comics?
Yeah, Emerald Comics.
Emerald Comics, yeah. But yeah, we spent about an hour in there, and he was willing to bring all sorts of books out for us. If you don't see him out there, let us know, and bring them out.
Yeah, hustling. We were like, hey, do you have such and such? He goes, let me bring out the box for you. He's like slinging boxes, like he's like getting it, like hustling. And I was like, yeah, I didn't mean for you to work this hard. Like he's like, no, it's no problem. He's really cool. So yeah,
I picked up a few. He had some Lois Lane, which I'm always on the look for. I did pick up another Justice League Justice League of America 162. This is the Whitman variant, which is cool because that usually adds about $8 to $10 more on that value for that book. But that Lois Lane, this is a pretty low grade. Lois Lane's got definitely some spine issues, but it's a good space filler. Lois Lane number 103.
Where she marries the devil.
She marries the devil.
You ever notice in Lois Lane comic book, she's always marrying somebody?
Yeah. Oh, you're here. Marrying Superman. That's the giant size. That's the 80-page giant, number 86. This is Lois Lane 101. 130. And these were, I think, $3 to $5 a piece. So that was worth it for me.
It's a good deal.
119. And then I picked up this one. It's got some issues on top. It's got some water damage. But I think if you were to press it, it would be a pretty dang good book. But some other spine issues, but still, it's a 10-cent cover. Strange Adventures number 123. That's pretty cool. That's all I picked up from there. I'm talking about a couple of other things, basically chit-chatting about comics. He was pretty cool.
Pretty chill guy. So I picked up from the same store, Emerald City Comics, the Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man 69. This is the second appearance of Cloak and Dagger, so that was really cool. Next, I picked up Spectacular Spider-Man Peter Parker guy. Number 90. All right, so this is technically the second appearance of Peter Parker in the black Spider-Man costume, and that's only by sales date alone, not by it's a weird thing. People have been back and forth on it, but technically this one was sold first, so we go by that. Next is Spectacular. Yeah, Spectacular Spider. I cannot talk today. Spider-Man.
Corona.
I wish I was drunk. Damn. Okay. That helps, actually. Spectacular Spider-Man number 158. This is where Peter Parker gets the cosmic powers. So that was really sweet. Two big books that I bought. And I've had this book before, and I sold it one time, and I've regretted it ever since. Was Batman number 186. This is the first time the Joker had a sidekick. His sidekick was named Giggy. Little French midget. Can you say French? Can you say midget? Little person? I think that's what you're supposed to say.
Or are you talking about frog?
Nobody should have to say French.
A frog? Yeah.
And last but not least, a huge one for me, Submariner number 10. And this is the origin of the Serpent Crown.
I do not have lime with that Corona. Joe was having lime with that Corona, but I'm not cutting him a piece of lime because I had to go get it for him.
Yeah, he's a horrible human being. See what kind of friend I got?
Yeah.
I took him gambling.
And see, so after that, we decided we wanted to go. We're headed back towards Seattle from Everett. And we hit up Mill Geek Comics. If you don't know who Mill Geek Comics is, and you don't know, know much about comic YouTube channels, because you got Comic Tom 101 and you got Russ, which was great. He wasn't there when we first got there. I think it was his dad. I'm almost positive it was his dad showing us.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate, especially if he watches this video and he's like, "Really?"
It's true.
He's such a nice guy. Like,
Yeah.
seriously, what you see on YouTube, that is him in real life.
Yeah.
Like, he is on the spot with his comic book knowledge, and he wants to talk comic books, and he wants to say a lot about them, and it was really cool. It was super cool to see that.
He did come in. We did talk to him a little bit when we were doing some digging, but then we sat there for, I don't know, 20 minutes, half an hour, talking to him out in the lobby, you know, right there. Definitely a pretty cool
bros.
Yeah, pretty cool guys. He had a lot of 50-cent bins, $2 boxes and 50-cent boxes, and of course key books over that. But I spent most of my time in the $2 and 50-cent boxes. Didn't get anything big, but Joe, go over what he got first.
So again, a lot of G.I. Joe and $2 bins. Love that. Again, all of these are some sort of key in some sort of way. If I can remember what it is, I'll let you know. Yeah, so G.I. Joe number 11, G.I. Joe number 14, 15. This is the first appearance of Major Blood. Love that character. Let's see here. G.I. Joe 22, G.I. Joe 25, 27. This is a huge key too, but I can't remember why. It must be the Corona.
Mm.
Okay. G.I. Joe number 31. 37 is the first appearance of the twins. Tomax.
No, I don't remember.
Tomax and Toe Jam. The twin brothers, the Cobra guys. Number 40.
Is that a Mike Zeck cover? It looks almost like a
I
Zeck.
think it is. I'll have to crack it and find out. They didn't put their names on the front of them.
Zeck has a really weird.
Yeah. One of these. Oh, that's that one. G.I. Joe number 44 and 48. First appearance of Sergeant Slaughter in continuity of comic books. Oh, and my favorite one, number 49, origin and first appearance of Serpentor. And then some great finds that I found. First appearance of Toyman. Action Comics number 432. And then Action Comics number 158. And then Action Comics number 513. First appearance of Hive, or the organization known as Hive. So huge deal there. Super happy with all that. Everything has got a story behind it. No junk stuff.
What I got from Milky, I'm not going to go through the whole thing. A lot of 90s stuff. A few X-Force, a few X-Men, some Gru comics. If you don't know, I'm a big fan of Gru. You know, these are all 50-cent books. The $2 books that I got were, let's see here, I think they're back right here. Invaders number 20, the first appearance of that character who is Captain Britain. I forgot who the real character's name is. This is a $2 book. It's got some issues, but I figured, man, for $2, I will pick it up just because it's such an iconic cover of Detective Comics. And that's $5.75. That's that Batman with the gun. So it's definitely got some spine issues. It's not. It's probably a VG book, maybe a G. But for $2, I'll pick it up just to see. Just to have it. Marvel Age number 24. They only got this because it has Guru on the cover. Sergio Aragones. Ghost Rider. Various 16, 17, 19, number 5. So, whoa, almost dropped my other books. That's Shadow of the Bat. What other book? And then I got some other $2 books. Maybe I didn't. Oh, yeah, I did right here. I got Smurfs number 2. Just because I have number 1 and number 3, I didn't have number 2. Justice League of America 183. And What If the Invaders Had Stayed Together After World War II? Pretty cool cover on that, too. And that's all I got from. I got some more, minor stuff, 90s stuff for 50 cents a piece from Mill Street, but I'm not going to dive deep into those. After Mill Street, we hit a few other antiques. There's one he told us to go to the state. What was it called? That big antique
Star
mall?
Center.
Star Center. If you want if you want Conan books, if you want
Conan,
Warlord books, that is the place to go.
Crazy
Almost every single vendor, because it was like a multiple vendor kind of thing. You go to different had Warlord or Conan books. The only book I found interested in was a Sergeant, not Sergeant. Who was it? It's Howling Commandos.
Nick Fury.
Nick Fury. God, Nick Fury and Howling Commandos, number 46. But there was $10 for it, and it was kind of a little too beat up for $10.
Corona.
Yeah. Corona. They had some other 10-cent covered books there, but nothing worth anything.
We went out to a lot of different antique shops. Stopped into an American Legion. Thank you for hosting us there, American Legion Post 92. And
that old lady didn't want to let us in.
So
it's a private club.
So I walk up to it. I'm a member of the American Legion, right? So it's officer and everything. And I step up and I'm like, and I swear I said, "Hey, is your place open?" And she goes, "No, it's a private club." And I looked at her and I was like, I'm a state officer in the American Legion. She goes, "Well, then you can go right on in." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, thank you." So we sat down. They were nice enough after that. You know, typical American Legion. It was pretty cool. Say, thunder.
No, something. Somebody's trying stuff out there. I don't know.
The Corona.
After that, we walked down a little bit further to see what else was there. Drove. That we're done. We drove and had dinner at the Ram in Seattle.
Yeah, Ram was all right. I got a delicious hamburger there. It wasn't a $100 hamburger.
No, not $100 hamburger.
But it was substance.
We also stopped at Danny O'Patrick or whatever the hell that place was. Oh, no.
Oh, you're talking about O'Donnell's.
O'Donnell's, yes.
Yeah, we had a bunch at O'Donnell's. Being
Some-
St. Patrick's Day weekend, got ourselves some fish and chips. I grabbed some beer because I wasn't driving.
Yeah, I was. So it was good. It was a pretty good fish and chips. I have to give that.
It was pretty solid. So overall, it's been a good trip. Like, I'm not going to complain. Truth is, if Emerald City Comic Con was here, from what we've been hearing, is that was mostly going to be all fan art and stuff like that, and only like a few vendors to begin with. So we would have been right in the same boat because all those comic book shops would have been here vendors. So, you know, but it was really cool. Seattle, beautiful city, friendly people. Everybody's been super nice here.
Other than downtown where you need to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, so no, that was over in Bartlett or Bartell. Or,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, so there's this, apparently, you need to lock your bathrooms around here, right? But then in the same breath, they're always preaching inclusive diversity too. So, like one day I had to use the bathroom, and I had to go to like 4 different places to find some places to squeeze something out so I could continue walking. It was ridiculous.
I did bring plenty of hand sanitizer to, before and after each stop.
Buy options.
Joe still has TP available.
Yeah,
you can go to his eBay and check that out.
$50 a piece. Cheap.
I think we're gonna wrap it up here. I want to do a little bag and boarding, trying to get stuff ready to haul out tomorrow. I did get quite a bit of stuff from the Funko warehouse, but I can't show it here because Mighty Elsie is watching and got a couple things for her. So I'm going to show her on that. But I'm not going to see her very much tomorrow because she's flying out as soon as she's picking me up from the airport, and she's flying out the same time. So on our anniversary as well.
You want to stay married, kids? You know how to do it.
So, so I think we're gonna do some more bag and board and get stuff ready to go. We may go down to Cape or Cali. What?
Let's go ahead and just run through real quick. This week's book, because we don't know if we're gonna. Well, I know I'm not gonna be doing a show on Sunday because I don't get home till like 10:30 at night.
That's about the time we do our show.
Well, that's what time I land. And then I still got to get to the house, so I just won't be there. So I suggested just to go ahead and run through a quick blaster stash lightning round for this week's books. Real quick, I got the second print of Spider-Man 89, was the first one, but that's okay. I plan on reading this on the plane. I did not read it yet. Okay, so running through books I actually read. So Venom 24. Venom 24. Good book. We find out that some of Carnage is still inside of Eddie Brock and giving him nightmares and stuff like that. That's really cool. All right, let's play some more with that. But then we also find out exactly how Eddie's powers kind of work, or Dylan's powers, how his powers kind of work. And basically, he's basically a baby doll, which is awesome. And also, Venom transforms Rex. Awesome. The storyteller, Ghost. They tell a Scandinavian fairy tale in here about an infant dying and being a ghost and being burned onto somebody else because it was forgotten and left on its own. It's a really heartbreaking story, but I kind of liked it. So definitely Stash. Stealth. Oh, my pick of the week. Seriously, this is a good story with a huge twist at the end. It is beautifully written, beautifully done. Can't say enough about this. Oh, let's see here. Superman. It doesn't matter what number it was because it was more stupidity of what's his name? Mongol. Mongol is mad, made the United Planets go back to war with each other. So Superman claps his hand, make everybody stop him. Oh, and Superman revealed himself as Clark Kent because they have to keep reminding us of that, even though they can't do anything with it. So it was a blast.
Did Superman use his dad voice?
Yeah. Let's see here. Amazing Spider-Man, number 41. Possible new appearance of a character in here, but I'm not really confirming it yet. I've never seen this character before. Maybe you know who it is. Maybe you don't. I don't know if you can see that. But if you know who this character is, let me know, because they don't mention in the book. Could be somebody new. Could not be. I don't know. But all of that, hey, look, we got more Boomerang shenanigans going on. So that's a blast. Ghost Rider, number 6. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Blast. X-Men. This issue of X-Men was weird. You want to know why it was weird? Because we ran out of storyline already with Krakoa. So we're going to bring back the Brood or Brood.
Brood, yeah.
Brood. We're going to bring them back into play because screw my life. Blast. Bounty Hunters. I said I got the first appearance of a particular character in here. This is good. Like, this is, look, I get inclusiveness, diversity. You want to add that into a comic book and still be able to make it cool. This is how you actually do it. And they did a great job, so that was a stash. Thor. All right, so Thor and Galactus go at it. This is ultimately about, you always hear about deontology, about, not trading lives. You hear Captain America say that. Well, there's another flip of that coin, too. Losing, a certain amount of people for the greater good. So they kind of explore that in here with Galactus eating an entire planet with people still on it. Oh, sad. Stash is good. Punisher Soviet, there's Russian sidekick. Yeah, he's dead. But a stash. Marvel Snapshots, number 1. Hey, guess what? Namor's got PTSD. Go figure. Blast. Immortal Hulk, number 32. Hey, this thing right here, it's been called everything from Zemu to Titan to, he's been called something else. And this one likes to eat people. Than Menudo. If you don't know who Menudo is, well, now you know how popular Menudo is. Blast.
That Spanish youth band from the 80s.
Yes. Hey, Avengers, let's get everybody against the Avengers because, screw them. Yep, there you go. That's what's happening in this. But I'm going to stash this because I really want to put the screws to the Avengers because they've been a little high and mighty because they're taking care of a baby now. Cable. Oh, what do I want to say about Cable? Blast because of the art. Blast because you took an old fable of the lion and the thorn and the mouse and you tried to update it and it came off weird. Stash because there's real Cables coming back at the end. So it's a stash.
Not the young Cable? Old Cable is?
Old Cable. And I got the Scotty Young because my wife hates me and I got to buy a bad comic book. Therefore, if it has a Scotty Young cover, I have to buy a second one. So, thank you, honey. That's my books.
No, I didn't get all of my books yet this week, so I've only got a few. Thor number 4, definitely a stash. Johnny Cates is still killing it on that. The story behind it, and we get the first reveal of the Black Winter. Massive freaking being makes Galactus look small. That's an awesome splash page at the end of this book. North Bend, only read about half of it. It's really freaking weird. CIA using people to test on these flowers to create some kind of substance, and one person gets infected with it, but he also has amnesia. You don't know what he did. Kind of, it's blast. Hulk. I haven't read this one yet, but it looks like a giant Muppet holding a dollar bill. That's all I'll say about that right now.
Well, Sleepy Reader 666 says he liked that Hulk. Now look, when we blast the book, make a little fun of it. We're not trying to make fun of the people that liked it. And there was some cool stuff in it, but I can't get behind this storyline.
Ghost Rider. The only thing I liked about this is when Punisher got stabbed with the sword of corruption. When he came to, he told him, "Don't ever do that again, or I'm gonna stuff so much C4 down your throat, you're gonna become pink mist." That was a badass line. That's the only thing I thought was good in this book. X-Men number 8. What a freaking disappointment. Number 7 was so awesome with the religious aspect and what they're doing and trying to question should there be a religion on Crokea. All that other stuff that I thought was so great about last issue totally disappeared, and now we're going with a new storyline with the Brood. What the hell, man? Finish up the other stuff before you're moving on to this crap. Sweetheart number 1 by Action Lab. So in this, there's a whole bunch of these beings that kind of live in the outskirts, in the shadows, and they choose one person. They choose this one kid, he ended up infecting him, and so this beast is with him the entire time. But if he drinks this liquid stuff, he can essentially hold him at bay, and if he drinks it every day, until he gets to a point where he's older. Like he's like 10 years old when he got infected. He's like in his 40s, and he finally gets this guy's getting enough balls where he's getting a thing facing, you can't touch me, you can't hurt me. His mom gets infected, and so he goes to throw I think he's drinking a beer or something in his face, and the thing kills him, and that's how the book ends. So it was a really freaking weird book.
Same thing happened in Seattle.
Same thing happened in Seattle.
Like these people are in the outskirts of society. There's something that's
dude's drinking on the bus, getting pissed at the bus driver because they're
scratching his arms until I thought he was gonna go right through his elbow. But don't forget your buy now price of toilet paper, $50.
Are we dropping it all right now? We can drop it down to 45.
No,
45 roll. That's double ply, though.
Hey, if I wait till next week, that price may go up to 100. Y'all better figure out what you need to do with your butts.
So that's all of my books. I'll end up picking the rest of my books up tomorrow, and try to give them a read before this next one day. Maybe talk about them.
So the last book that I got was we traded comic books at the end. I got this Hell Seekers. Apparently, we may be talking to these guys in the near future, doing one of our classic interviews with them. They signed this. It's really cool. I can't. And notes will be taken, gentlemen.
Yep. So I think we're going to wrap it up. We're just over an hour. We're keeping it right about the normal Blast or Stash at hour-long format. So we're going to go ahead and bounce out of here. I said bag and board. Maybe go down and get another beer. We'll see what's going on.
Corona.
We got to be up at 4:30 in the morning to get to the airport by 6, so we can drop the rental car off. We can get Joe on his plane, and then I'll be sitting in the airport all by myself for about 6 hours. So, because I want to get the security up and sit there. I ever seen that? What was that movie with Tom Hanks? We lived in the airport for a year. I think it was this.
The movie where Tom Hanks lived in an airport for a year.
Yeah, do you remember it?
I just told you the title.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what it was. That's going to be Huey. Maybe I'll go live every once in a while saying, hey, please send donations to the SeaTac Airport, just so Huey can survive instead of digging through
the cool thing about SeaTac Airport is there's a lot of things you can still take an Uber and go do other things.
Not outside the airport.
Yeah.
Once I go through security, I'm through security, right?
You can always leave. Go back through security.
I don't want to go through security again. No, screw that. Okay. So whether you blast it, whether it's actually happy reading, and thanks for anybody who's watching the show. We had a good time, even though there was no con. But we are going to call this the CoronaCon 2020.
CoronaCon. Oh, yeah, do it twice. Love you all. Be safe.
Later, guys. Come on, show that. Show that beautiful bean footage. Beautiful bean footage. Whatever. Later.